Well, welcome everyone. We're going to do a bit of a live session for Magic the Gathering Arena. We're doing the MTG challenge mode. Now, on that, there is only a couple of hours, 4.5 hours left of the season. And then we'll be moving over to the next season. I have maintained enough gold and gems, so I'm not going to be pursuing that. But we still have quite a ways to go to get anything, so I'm quite excited for that. See how things go. Now, yesterday I kicked it off with we tried out using Rampage. So let's see what else we can brew up before we get started. What haven't we brewed yet? Maybe we could go for the iconic life gain snatch decks. Cats and rabbits and bats and mice. Not a bad idea. Let's go standard. I was going to try to base it off the rares first, see what we can pull out of here. I do not mind playing white. Let's see, actually, I've been wanting to try this, but I haven't got around to it. We're going to create an Angels deck. Let's see. I mean, we can really go all out here. That pretty much covers Angels as it is. Okay. So the lands, we are going to add that in. Just because, and then you know what, we need some removal. Good removal, some exile. And add 4 of those in. Yes, I like that. I doubt we have banner. Can't get banner. +1. +1. Let's take the social players. Okay. Kinda want to hunt the spells down here. I'm gonna take this because I can play this with any color. My curve looks really good, so do we have cheaper removal? Focus fire. No. Craft 3. Can I craft 3? I can't even craft. Okay, we'll go with the 1 focus fire. You know what? You get that in there. Well, we can do 2 pacifisms. This is equivalent. Get some early drops. There we go. Let's give Angelic Destiny a try. Oh, because I can. Obviously, I want to see how far I can go. I think it's going to be the best, but you know what? It'll be interesting. And here we go. Not a bad start, some nice early play here. And we got a removal just in case. So to trigger an attack, it passivism kills its ability. Okay. Discard my better judgment. Let you see what I had. What is this thing? Go ahead, do your socks. I'm holding these tightly. Yes, that's wrong. I'm fully tapped out. It's okay. Less of this and less. Stay fairly annoying.
Why fight? Simply close your eyes and focus on your fears.
That was cool to hear. I don't think I've ever paid attention to this. That was good game. Hey, check, you're starting off with a win. Is Angel's going to get us up to gold before the end of the season? We'll see. I should have kept it basic, and I never do. We got a pack. Cool. Let's see what we can get. Come on, magic. Okay, very playable. Less playable. Can be played, but usually don't see it as much. I've seen it every now and then in the really outreach decks. Oh my god, I've seen, and I don't see it at all in play. You might find it every now and then, but it's a very niche card. Well, that's a cool card. It's fun. Like, it's 5 for a 3/3, but whenever it attacks, if Void is triggered, the defending player loses half their life, right? We play this in those half-life double damage decks, like we just saw, which was a minor version. If we can rank up once, I'll take. If we do 3 wins in a row, we'll take this deck to Prime and see how we can rank it. The Valiant. That is such a cool character. A bit of a late game hand, but let's go for it because I can't stop playing. Elegant. Horses. Map. Sad. My background's turned on. Just sad. if I get one more, you just had to. That was mean. Let me take that out. The annoyance. Is insane. Yes. All of that. Whee! A little 1-1. Good game. I mean, 2 wins. Hi, King Fergie, you're back. Yeah, I managed to squeeze in some time to play a little bit tonight. And I've got 2 wins with an angelic deck. It's been absolutely fantastic. I'll show you what I put together. I literally just threw every angel I had available. So really, non-angels, we got the Insolent Sanctifier, which just every time a creature comes in, you gain 1, and Healer's Hawk. And then other non-angel, I think that's all the non-angels. Lyra Dawnbringers in here, Sarah Angels in here. Literally just searched angels and threw everything together. Removals, we got the Day of Judgment in case we get overwhelmed. Pacifism, nice little Focus Fire just as a surprise bomb, and then 4 shots of the Ghost. With these 2 here, and then we threw in Angelic Destiny because it creates the angels. So it gives +4/+4 flying in first strike, and makes them an angel, which works very well with everything that works with angels. So I'll just threw all the angels together, and that's what we got. And it's won 2 games in a row. So I said if I do one more, I'm going to take this deck to Pioneer and see how it does. It's going to be interesting. Thank you for joining. Welcome back. Really appreciate it. Well, I've got some early starts and I got an early Pacifism, which I always like. This used to be one of my old favorite cards, and actually this artwork too. I used to absolutely love it. No, Kel's Finest, the mighty one. Let's click on everything we can. There is a knife. There is a pipe. Whoop. Body. Candle. A dragon. Okay, I swear there was 5. It's 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. Artifacts matter. More equipment matters. And let's see. Oh, and I threw this in because I can play it anyway. And this puts +1/+1 on each attack creature, or creates 3 Thopters, which just fantastic. That's always a problem. So how was your day, King Fergie? Do anything interesting? put together a couple of shorts for some card openings that are going to go up on YouTube every day for the next couple of days. So you'll see them pop up on my YouTube channel, and yeah, I'll be putting up some more game recordings. Also doing a let's play of Dragon Age Origins heavily modded, so that's going to also come out fairly soon. And yeah, just had some fun. Did house chores, made dinner, got a good cup of coffee. That's about Mardo. Wait, I won 3 in a row. I'm gonna go play Pioneer with this deck. Let's see. I doubt it's gonna hold up, but it's gonna be interesting. Oh, did the Pioneer disappear already? Silly me, I should have remembered. Patience, putting me a jump in. Do I do jump in on this account? So that I didn't do any of these challenges because they just seem tedious. Is this better? Just let me know if it's better. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that probably turned it down by accident. Oh, got a good starting hand, yeah. This is such a crazy card, because every time you play an angel after this, it just starts hitting hard. Oh, the Lyra, that would be so good to play. Okay. We have to go this route. Good game. Lands, am I right? That should be it. Because next turn 7, 8, 9, I mean theoretically board wipe, but with 3 mana no board wipe already, so 4 victories in a row. I should have kept it simple. I kept trying to make these great combo decks, and here I just went all angels, and now I'm just winning. I used to love playing angels. I remember I used to have Sarah Angel. I used to have 4 of them in my deck. Every time I ran white, they would all 4 would be in, whether I was playing angels or not. Try to make an angels and demons deck work, and I just couldn't get that functional, because their mechanics are exactly opposite to each other. Right, let's see what we got here. You know, keep. I can only really get playing on the 3rd turn. No, yeah, we can get started immediately. That makes a difference. I'm not gonna block. You can deal 1 damage. Why? Because I'll deal 1 and gain 1. Then you'll deal 1 and then I'll deal 1 and gain 1. I'm gonna play down. Gain 1. Draw a card. Is there any way you can tell if someone will be able to block your attack? So because all my creatures are flying, they would need a flying to block my attack. The assumption is, because this card here, as an example, gives it a benefit when it dies, if I were to block it, or if they had the opportunity to block it, they would gladly do it. Because for them it's more profitable. They get something out of it, and they would get a flyer, which then can block my other creatures. And we always want to try and avoid that. But a good way to look at it is if you attack and someone can block, and it would be more beneficial for them to block, more than likely they will. As an example, if they had 2 creatures out on the field, here's a good example. This is a nightmare of a creature. An absolutely nightmare of a creature. If they were to attack, I would not, my block would be useless, because I could block both and it would still just get overrun. But what would be beneficial though is if I did this. Now, I'm not going to attack because now this has first strike. With that, he can attack, I can block. With first strike, I'm going to win the combat. But that's usually how it would go. For now, I won't attack. And let's see what they do. I haven't seen anyone play Mahard's Feathered Knight in a long time. Actually, since Bloom Barrow came out. It was such a popular card, especially in draft. Yes, yes. We'll discard a card. Or lose 0 life. That is a painful card to play against. That is actually a painful card. Oh yeah. Give me that. Thank you. That was phenomenal, thank you so much. They gave me the win there. And this is going to be really cool. This ability at the beginning of each end step, if you gain more than 5 life this turn, create a 4/4 flying. This has 5/5 plus life gain, so hit once, this triggers. Because I create another angel, this then triggers. I'm gonna try play that route. Okay. No, I'll take the one. I'm not giving you a free flying. Ooh. This has just got very interesting. I've got 2 Angelic Destinies on the field. Now they have no choice but to block. And because I gain 5 life, I create another angel. Yeah, also like, there's an example, when they're in the situation where they're gonna lose too much life, it is better for them to block. I'll lose 8 life, and then I will get rid of those. And I will lose my 2 angels there. Which is fine, because I wanted to play this. Double trigger. Target player, you're gonna exile your graveyard. Because I don't want you bringing things back, and then I can end game. Wow, angels are on a roll here. Also, like, there are certain things that make your opponent blocking very hard. Firstly, I would say if you got flying, because that means they have to have flying or a creature with reach, so it can block flying. Menace, because now it has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. And of course, other little things. There's creatures can't be blocked. Certain creatures have that ability. Older cards you would call it Planeswalk or Island Walk or certain things like that. Then you also have First Strike, makes it annoying to block, especially if it's got a high attack, because it means that if they block, whatever they block is probably going to die, so they're going to have to block twice. Double Strike, even more annoying, but a lot harder to come across in this game. You could play, let's quickly hop into here. If you got the cards to do this, this would be really interesting. What you'd want is, I think it's a red white. You could play, for instance, this, right? 2/4/1/1, but it has double strike. Double strike means it hits first strike and then normal, and then vigilance and trample. If you can play this in a counters matter deck, so if you could play this with creature gets +1/+1, and you can put and you can reoccur that, you're just going to make this thing so strong. And because of double strike, that first strike, if it overpowers their toughness, you get that damage plus you get the second damage. But there's very few creatures that are worth playing in standard format that have double strike. So let's make sure we actually put this in. Okay, creatures that are worth playing. There's a little sneaky card that you could play, and the reason being is it costs 2, but you get to give one of your creatures double strike. And 3, you untap all the creatures target player control. So you attack, you pay 3, you untap all your creatures that are attacking, so now they're also ready to block. It's like they had vigilance, and then one of them gets double strike. You put something like that with a high attack, and that's going to be 8 damage on 1 hit, right? And they're going to have to block it. Johnny's always good, but you have to play cats, because this is a Cats Matter card. But it does give you the ability to put those 1/1 counters down to flying and double strike. Now the flying gives you a way around, double strike gives you a way to deal more damage. And then of course creates 2/1. That's insane. You could play this card in a very interesting way. I really wish I had an abundance of cards to play. But what you could do with this is you could theoretically just go crazy and find things that double counters. So whenever you plus this, you're going to be able to plus the counter, but you also plus the counter gets put onto here, and that's going to, in 2 turns of having a Johnny down on turn 5, if you manage to maintain your life or you used lifelink, you could create 20 plus 2/2 cats and just run over the board. That would be quite insane to play around. I'll take a look at doing something like that for the next season. The next season's coming in 4 hours, so I will put up a schedule. I'll put up one for today, but the next season that I put up one, you'll be able to hop in. I'll play that when you hop in. This is a really good card if you can get this out. Flash, Convoke, so you can make it cheaper, and double strike. Not so good. It is good because it has flash, but it's never seen massive play. This saw a lot of play in draft. That's terrible. 3 for a 1/1 double strike is not worth it. And if you can get this out, there's ways to cheat this card out through other creatures' ability, but if you could get this out, it would be chaos. Also, another one to look into is Borrow's Charm. Gives you multiple options, so it's a very utility-based instant. 4 damage to a player. Actually, I should be playing this in my other deck. Oh. Anyway, those are a couple of things I would look at. I always like to maybe stick to, if I can, one mechanic or one creature that you really enjoy playing around, and that way you can focus the cards that benefit that mechanic or that creature type. It's a really good way to start early game. I hope that answers the question. I went really over and above on that.